Welcome to the Elephant Challenge, expired listing edition. We're going to be talking about expired listings, showing you guys how to call expired listings, what the heck expired listings are, and how you can make money with them. It's going to be a lot of fun. This will be a 2-day challenge, very quick 2-day challenge. We decided to make this challenge really simple, okay? Why? Well, recently, I've been going to the gym. Not that you care about that, but it does tie into a cool little story. Has anybody ever gone to the gym and you just feel super overwhelmed? You're there by yourself. You've never really gotten a workout regimen in, and you're not highly educated on like how many movements, how much weight, how often, how this, how that, what should I eat? Somebody says on YouTube, hey, you should eat protein 30 minutes after you work out. Somebody else says, don't eat protein until this time. Eat your first meal of the day at this time. Eat 6 times a day. Then somebody else says, you should intermittent fast. You should only eat 1 time a day. Anybody been confused when you're working out? Well, it's the same thing when you're jumping into real estate. It can be incredibly overwhelming. Incredibly overwhelming. Okay. Now, here's what I want you guys to do for the next couple of minutes before I stop and prohibit this from happening. I want everybody to take the next 3 to 4 minutes to just throw your names in the side chat. Everybody, throw your names in the side chat, who you are, what you're doing here, what you're all about. Spam the side chat. Like, just spam the side chat like a lunatic. Go crazy on the side chat, okay? Why? Well, because at some point in about 3 or 4 minutes, I'm going to ask you not to blow up the side chat, because I want the side chat to be full of questions. I want it to be full of engagement around the topic that we're talking about. So take the first couple of minutes to talk about where you're from, saying hello to everybody. Tell everybody, hey, I'm in the sub-2 community. I can help you with creative finance deals, or even just talking to sellers. Hey, everybody, I'm the Gator community. I can help you fund your deals. Hey, everybody, I'm in top tier TC. I can help you do all your paperwork, your transactions, maybe even run your business, do all the things. Just flood the side chat. Why? Well, because at the end of the day today, in about 3 hours, we are going to email everybody out the side chat. So you guys have everybody's contact information, hang out with each other, get what you need, etc. Now, again, this challenge is going to be all around expired listings. We've got a handful of amazing guests coming in to talk about what expired listings are, how you can make money with it. And we're going to do a lot of different things this time around than we've done in the past. Should be entertaining, should be helpful. How many people in the side chat have never done a deal? Let's type in the word no. Say, no, I've never done a deal in the side chat. All right. So for everybody that's experienced, I see like David Marsh and a lot of our community members in the side chat that are doing tons of deals, have done 100 deals. In fact, a lot of our community members are in here that have helped 100 people do 100 deals. Remember that the Elephant Challenge Expired Listing Edition is for newbies. And so I am going to go slow. Give me a yes if you're okay with me going slow and saying things that obviously experienced people are probably going to know the answer to. Give me a solid yes. Perfect. Thank you so much. So we are going to go slower. Today is going to be a lot of education around what expired listings are. We're going to do some demos on software, how to find expired listings. How do I get the phone numbers? What are my scripts? But the main thing today we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about what an expired listing is and how can I make money from it. Okay. Slow and steady, like an elephant, right? Slow and steady like an elephant. We want to go slow. So what will happen from time to time is I'll run these challenges and somebody super experienced will come in here and get frustrated. Go faster pace. You're in the wrong challenge, my friend. This is for people that are looking for their first or maybe their first 10 deals, and they want to use a very simple strategy to go after it. Expired listings is going to be the main focal point. In other challenges, we've done long days on market. We've done foreclosures. We've done door knocking. We've done all of those things. But in this challenge, we are going to focus 100% of our time on expired listings. Now, tomorrow we will have some special guests come in. Those special guests, Andrew specifically, has been our sub-2 leader on Thursdays that is running a live Zoom every Thursday where he does expired listing outreach and helps the sub-2 community build internal teams. So he shows you how to use the right software. He shows you how to make the calls. He does it live. He actually brings people on his team. He's helped dozens of people get their first deal inside of our community. And then He also then shows other people how to start their own team, just like Andrew does. And then they bring on other sub-2 community members and they go and build teams on doing outreach to expired listings. Okay. Now, we've been in here for 6 minutes. I'm going to give you 1 more minute to put your name in the side chat, tell everybody where you're from, and we're going to stop that. Okay. And going forward in about 1 minute, we are going to start calling that spamming. Okay. So a lot of you guys that are copying and pasting in here, I don't think you understand that we don't need you to copy and paste because everybody's going to get a copy of the side chat and be emailed after the live, just FYI. Okay. So if you put it in one time, you put it in 100 times. Okay. So for example, you guys can see Alvaro Guevara, who has copied and pasted this palm tree thing about 18 times. He thinks that he has to keep doing that over and over and over because that's the only way people are going to see it. No, guys, I promise you, just do it one time is enough. Okay, do it one time is enough. Now we've got 1,000 people here hanging out. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming in here and hanging out. 1,000 people on the Elephant Challenge. Woohoo! All right. Now, let's transition. No more time, no more names in the side chat, where you're from, none of that. What will end up happening is my team, we've been doing this for a long time, guys. 2 years we've been doing the Elephant Challenge. My team in the side chat will actually start pulling people out that are spamming the chat. Do we all agree no more spam going from this point forward? Say yes. Type in yes or agree. One of those two things I want us to do. Perfect. Okay, no more typing in our names, no more typing where we're from. We've already done that. And if you're still doing it right now and you're pressing and you're trying to type fast, paste one more time, I can't help it. I got one. Now's the time for you to stop doing that. Okay. I love it. Some people's like, it only took me 3 elephant challenges to get that through my head. Guys, we'll email out the side chat. Everybody will get your contact information. Okay. Sound good? Now, here's the one thing I want to start out with today. It's been a long day. I haven't seen the light of day. I've been in meeting after meeting, phone call after phone call. And here I am jumping on the Elephant Challenge with you guys, something that we do every single week here in the, or not every week, but every month inside of the Creative Finance with Pace and Morby Facebook group. I want everybody to start off today with some gratitude. Let's start off. Tell me something that you are grateful for today. Tell me something you are grateful for today. I want to hear it. Okay. People are saying sub-2 community, Gator, the sunshine, I'm alive, Pace. Okay. My wife to be here, the ability to work. Ooh, I love that one. Jesus, community, waking up, my beautiful children, faith in God, being here. Okay. Love it. Community. Health, options. That's a good one for me. I love that one. Options is a really good one. Great weather. We have the best weather right now. I mean, Arizona is the best. Coffee, salvation, this event, Pace Morby. Cool. Thank you. And just so you know, remember that anytime you guys are thanking me, there are a lot of amazing people behind the scenes that make this all work. Okay. A lot of amazing people that make this all work. Carly Grunman, one of the best of the best. If you guys don't know Carly Grunman, she helps me run the Elephant Challenge and has for the last couple of years. She's amazing. Give her some love and gratitude. Make sure you let her know on Instagram how grateful you are. Thank you. Mary says Laura Morby and letting her have her husband serve the community. Carly is awesome. Thank you guys for that. The impact I will and can have on those around me in the future because of this training community. Grateful for that so much. Samuel Pizarro. Awesome. Sub-2 Drew, Jesse Thomas says, love it. Harold says, Gators, waking up every day with another chance to serve other people. Pace for starting this community and this great, great, great community. Now, I do have a couple of special guests I'm going to bring on here in about 5 minutes. Talking about community, we actually have somebody who their year anniversary is coming up. Actually, it's today. We have somebody with their year anniversary of joining Sub-2 is today. And I had this amazing text message from somebody else reminding me of that. And I just wanted to bring them up and highlight them and kind of hear their story before we get really, really started on the training. So let's talk about what we're going to accomplish today. Where can I find those wholesale contracts? Where can I find wholesale contracts? Carly, can you throw all of our wholesale contracts in the side chat? Let's throw all of our wholesale contracts in the side chat. Everybody that is part of this, we'll make sure you get the wholesale contracts. Happy to give those to you. Okay. All right. Now, I have homework assignment before I bring anybody up. Let me give you guys a homework assignment. We'll start off with something really fun. see if you guys can do this properly. Okay, I'm going to put in my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Pace Morby. That is my YouTube channel. Here's what I want everybody to do. I built something very cool yesterday. That's the first time I've ever done this. What I did is I put 112 of my private money lenders on a Google sheet. I put their contact information and how much money they have to lend. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to give all those private money lenders away to people who go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, take a screenshot or a photo of them saying that they subscribe to the channel. Take that photo, Instagram, DM me. Go to Instagram and DM me. Send me a message on Instagram and say, done. I want you to type the word done and go over on YouTube, go over on Instagram and take that photo that you've subscribed to the YouTube channel and press done. Okay. You give me a gift. You let my team know how much you appreciate the YouTube channel. We have about 12 people that run that channel. It's a lot of work. Let the team know you appreciate them with a simple subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, take a screenshot of it that you've subscribed, go over to the Instagram and throw the photo in there and then tell the team that you've done it by typing done. And I will give you a list of 114 private money lenders with at least, I think the smallest amount of money somebody has on that list is 50 grand. I've got a couple of people on that list that have 800 grand, 1.1 million, a lot of $500,000 people they're just individuals. Some of them are in the chat here today that have funded deals for me and funded deals for people on my team. And they are just individual people wanting to put money into deals. And so there are people out there that will go pay $35,000 for a raising capital mentorship, $35,000 to learn how to raise capital. And what they're promised to you is by the end of the year of working with them, after paying them $35,000, they will guarantee you that you will have 25 private money lenders by the end of the year. Today, I'm going to give you 114 of mine for free. 114 of mine that have funded deals for me, sub-2 deals, cash deals, fix and flip deals, seller finance deals, RV parks, mobile home parks, big multifamily deals. You are going to get that list of 114 people today. All you have to do is go press subscribe. I'll give those people away to you. Now, why? Why am I willing to give up those private money lenders? There's got to be a catch. Here's the actual reason why. Okay, so you guys can understand this. After working with my private money lenders for a year, maybe 2 years, I tell them that they could be making a lot more money with other people. I don't pay a lot of money to my private money lenders. My private money lenders, I usually pay them 8-9% interest. And I tell them, you could go do deals with other people and make 10, 11, 12% interest. And I'll introduce you to those people, but let's do a handful of deals together. And so after we've done deals together and I've made money with them, they've made money with me, I say it's time for me to go find new private money lenders and pass these relationships on so everybody gets to win. So you guys out there in the audience, you guys want to get 114 private money lenders, I will give you guys that gift. Just go over to YouTube channel, go to youtube.com/Pace Morby, take a screenshot that you've subscribed, and I will give you, here, let's see if people are doing it right now. Let's see if people are good at taking instructions. What do you guys think? Do you guys think people are good at taking instructions? What I want to do and why I do it this way. Oh, there you go. Robert says, I'm in the process of moving money into directed IRA. Oh, cool. Thank you. Robert, you have to type the word done so my team sees it. You have to type the word done in my DMs, okay? My team has to see it. Colleen Barker, she says, done, subscribe. Thanks, my friend is an elephant challenge, and I'm excited about that. Please send PML list when you can. There you go. She just typed the word done, okay? If you guys type the word done, it will trigger my team to see the message, and they will send you the message. There you go. Sean says he just got the list, so it is working. Thank you, guys. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I love that. Love it. People are taking action. Look at this. Look at this. You know what's funny? Check this out. Look at all these people. Guys, come on. Really? Check this out. Oh, dang, it's so bright. It's going to be hard to see. Okay, do you see all these people? You see your name on there? these are the people that have never messaged me before on Instagram. Like, why are you not messaging me on Instagram? Why did I have to coerce you and like give you a gift for you to DM me on Instagram? Can you guys just type in the side comments, shame, 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 I know your name? Guys, DM me, ask me questions. What the heck? All right. So somebody says, I just found you. Okay, cool, no problem. You know now, anytime you have a question, let me know. But those are all the people that are typing in. Vicky says, send me the list. Vicky, let's show Vicky how she did not follow instructions. You guys cool with that? Check this out. Vicky, you did not follow instructions. Let's pull this up. Come on. Readjust. It's too, maybe my screen's too bright. Let's dumb down my screen just a little bit. Okay, Vicky did not follow instructions. Come on, come on. There it is. She says, send me the list, is what she wrote. You guys can barely see it, I don't think. Send me the list. Guys, that is not the homework. There is a very specific lesson I'm trying to teach you guys. The number one reason why I see people fail in real estate is because they do not follow instructions. Somebody will tell you exactly what to do, and you will do anything but the thing that somebody told you to do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I told you to do that. Why did you do that? Oh, I don't know. I was trying to, guys. Michelle Rice says, I was just talking with my son about this in his car. Elisa Crawford says, the message is, I sent you a message showing that I subscribed and it said done. No, you have to type, Vicky, Sunshine, type, watch me. I'm going to DM you right now, right back. Type the word done. D-O-N-E, type the word done, and my team will then see it. Not, guys, don't type the word done in the Zoom chat. Type the word done in my Instagram DMs. Y'all are over here in the Zoom chat typing up done. Type in. There we go. Here we go. People are now following instructions. What's happening is people are typing in done over there in Zoom land. Guys, go to Instagram DMs, type in done after sending me a subscription video or a post. Done. Got it. Cool. You'll get it. Maheda Harvey, you will get it. My team will have if you type in the word done, my team will get triggered and they'll send you the list. Just give them. Dante says, what are we subscribing to? Dante, tell me you showed up late without telling me you showed up late. You know what I'm saying? You show up late and you don't follow instructions. And then tomorrow, here's what you'll do. You'll go, man, I've been trying to get into real estate for a long time, but I just don't know what's going on. I just don't know. I've been trying to get into real estate. It's like you show up late, you don't follow instructions, but then come on, guys. It's a really easy one. Here, I'll give it to you one more time. Go to YouTube, go to my YouTube channel, press subscribe, take a photo of the fact that you subscribed. Take that photo. Go to Instagram and message me that photo and say done. There you go. Now, what am I doing here? You guys are like, oh, Pace needs subscribers. Guys, we got well over 250,000 subscribers, okay? 1,200 subscribers is not going to make or break my life right now, okay? What is going to help you is that so many people are not using social media at all in their business. So when I say DM me on Instagram, how many people in here have literally never DM'd somebody ever one time in Instagram? Say me. Okay, there you go. Now you know I did. Like 150 people have said me. I've never messaged somebody ever on Instagram. I've never done it. Welcome to 2025, guys. We're living in the future. Welcome to 2025. Dylan Scott says, that's crazy. So when people see me start the Elephant Challenge, the first 20 minutes, this is what I'm doing, is telling people to go subscribe on my channel, take a photo and DM it to me. You then are like, why is Pace doing this? Guys, Do you think maybe there's a time in the next 2 days that we're going to be talking about how to DM people on Instagram in order to get deals? Do you think maybe there's something that you need to learn before we get into a little bit deeper into the challenge that I'm trying to get you to do? Again, guys, tell me one more time. Dylan Scott says it's crazy how many people have never DM'd anybody else. Give me a no if you have never DM'd somebody on Instagram. Give me a no in the side comments. Okay. Think we're teaching people just how to do expired listings in real estate today, or are we teaching people how to communicate in the future right now? Love it, love it, love it. Look at this. Cheers to you guys. No, you can send a DM to me one time, but I can't send you anything else. Matthew Yazzie says, this is mind-blowing, actually. This is why we do these challenges live, guys. This is why we do them live. So you guys can do this stuff. Okay. Carly, I'm going to turn the chat off. If you could just throw that in the side chat one more time, all the contracts. Thank you, guys. Right there in the side chat, Carly has a Google Drive with all of the contracts. Okay. All of the contracts are in the side chat. You guys can have those. We're not going to spend a lot of time going through contracts, because we've done that in previous elephant challenges. We'll talk about it tomorrow just a little bit. But what we want to accomplish today, a couple of things we want to accomplish today. I want to bring in a couple of special guests for about 10 minutes. I want them to tell their story, and you can see some highlighted amazing leaders inside of our community. Then we're going to jump into what an expired listing is, and how can I find them, and how can I reach out to them? Give me an emoji. Give me a heart emoji, a thumbs up emoji, if we're all on the same page with what the expectation is of the day. Are we cool with that? If you walk away with that value today alone, will you feel like you spent the next couple of hours with me appropriately? Whatever you sacrificed to be in here was a worthy sacrifice. Okay, cool. Carly, do you have Justin Tumanowski and Andrew Murray behind the scenes today, or did they not get the message that I sent them a little earlier with you?
I don't think they got the message.
Okay, no worries. We won't have them do it.
We'll
jump right into the training.
Okay.
I wanted to give a shout out to everybody. Justin Tumanowski, amazing leader inside of Sub 2, and Andrew Murray, who came to me one day about a year ago, and he said, Pace, I'm lost. I'm stuck. I need help. And what I did is I said, tap into the community. He said, no, that can't be the answer. And it was the answer. He ended up, I connected him with Justin Tumanowski, who is a great leader in the New England area. I mean, he's a nationwide leader. Everybody looks up to Justin. And they ended up doing a bunch of deals together, partnering with each other on a bunch of things. And Tumanowski sent me a text today and just said, hey, happy 1-year anniversary to Andrew Murray for joining the Sub 2 community and changing my life. And what I love about that is that Justin Tumanowski changed Andrew Murray's life, but Andrew Murray ended up changing Justin Tumanowski's life. And Tumanowski turned around and shared that gratitude with me today on the 1-year anniversary of Andrew Murray joining Sub 2. Just so cool. Being in an environment that we're not politically divided, we're not religiously divided, we're just in here hanging out. We might be divided on iPhone and Android a little bit in here, but I can tell you we are not politically or religiously divided here, or the color of your skin, or any of the things that people are fighting about out there. Androids are cool, but I will tease you a little bit about them, just FYI. All right, let's get into the training. We're going to talk about what our expired listings are. Now, who is somebody that does not know what an expired listing is? Give me a me in the side chat. Give me a me in the side chat. Okay. Oh, this is so good. I love it when people do not know what an expired listing is. All right. I'm going to call on one of you guys that said me. Okay. Let's see. Who do we got? Alexis Cruz. Let's call on you for a little bit, if you don't mind. Let me go to Alexis Cruz and chat with her for a little bit, and we'll teach Alexis Cruz. Alexis Cruz, you actually have your hand raised. How you doing, Alexis?
Can you hear me?
Yes. What's up, bro?
I'm not a girl.
Well, you know, you have the name of a girl sometimes that some people
I
call
know.
them Alexis.
I'm messing with you. Yeah.
You know.
I get that a lot. How you doing?
I get it too, man. Some people don't know that my name Pace is a male name. You know, some people need it, think it's something else. I'm
what
going
am
to
I doing?
change you to panelist, Alexis, so we can see that you
Oh my God.
are not an AI robot. Are you cool with that?
Go ahead, show a join panelist.
Yep. Join as panelists. You'll pop up. We'll be able to see your face. It'll be great. And we'll have a conversation of what an expired listing is. Okay.
Can you
Let's
hear
go
me?
to, you figured it. Tell me when you figured it out.
What? Yeah.
There he is. Alexis, let's adjust your camera so we can see your full head. All right.
It's
Hey,
bald.
Carly, will you do something for me? Will you give me full Zoom control so I can go live on YouTube, please? All right, here we go. Alexis, are you in New York or in San Francisco?
No, I'm in my hand. I'm sick of seeing the Brooklyn Bridge, so I put that one instead. It looks nice.
I see. Are you thinking about moving to California?
That's my dream. Yes.
Really? You know, most people want to leave California, right?
I know. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I would like
I
to
mean,
visit though.
living in California has got to be special. That's a very special area. All right. So, Alexis, let's talk about what expired listings are. Can you take your best guess at what an expired listing is?
Well, I'm assuming it's no good no more. You can't eat
Okay,
it.
cool. So I love it. That's great. I'm going to keep you up here. I'm just going to spotlight myself. Okay. So
Okay.
we'll keep you up here. We can still see you. Everybody can still hear you.
Hi, bro.
Let's go into what an expired listing is and why this is so important. We're going to bring in a company is going to come in here and talk to us about how do we reach out to expired listings. Now, listen to me, my friends.
Yes.
Most of the time in the Elephant Challenge, can we all agree that I do everything, I teach everything to do for free, except sometimes I'll tell you, go to Privy. We do this all for free, right? We're not pitching anything. We do this every single month for free. How many people appreciate the Elephant Challenge and how has it changed your life? Okay. I'm going to tell you that the Elephant Challenge Expired Listing Edition is actually going to tell you that the best and only way that I know how to get true good expired listings is actually spend money. Whether you take action on that thing or not, are you okay with me talking about a software that actually costs money today? Give me a yes or a no.
No.
Okay. If you guys want to go to another Elephant Challenge where I don't talk about any software and all I do is show you how to comp and find properties and freeways, go and watch those trainings. Go do that. Okay. Ashton Brown says, this is actually my first Elephant Challenge. This is actually our 20th Elephant Challenge that we've done. So if you want to go and watch other Elephant Challenges where we do other types of lead gen, this was a very, very, very highly requested Elephant Challenge. People know that expired listings are one of my very favorite lists. And so we're going to be talking about expired listings today. Are you guys okay with me focusing on expired listings as the main topic of the next 2 days? And if you don't want to buy the software, then don't buy the software. Okay, just take notes. And the software is going to be helpful, but it's going to answer the question for you. Cool. There we go. Here we go. Privy is not going to give you expired listings. Where you get expired listings is directly from the MLS. What is the MLS, Alexis Cruz?
Multiple listing service.
Yes, it's the stupidest name for where real estate agents buy and sell real estate for their clients, okay? It's the dumbest name. It should just be called the retail marketplace or the real estate marketplace, okay? There you go. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing somebody in here today that's going to show us where we get the stuff and how we call these people. And then tomorrow, what we're going to be doing is, hold on a second. People want me to answer my DMs while I'm doing the Elephant Challenge. I see this all in side chat. Hold on. It's so funny. People just, Pace, answer your DMs. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Is there any way you can have somebody in the DMs accepting people's requests real quick? Because they can only send me one message, not two.
Yes, I'm in it right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. There you go. Now we can know, we don't need to talk about the DMs anymore. Okay. All right. So Alexis, here's what an expired listing is. A real estate agent, okay, what happens is they get hired by a homeowner. Homeowner decides, I want to sell my home. So what do? They go hire a real estate agent. That real estate agent and that seller, that homeowner, okay, they enter into an agreement. The name of that agreement is called a listing agreement, okay? I'll just call it an LA, a listing agreement. Now, how long does a listing agreement go? How long does this agent have the ability to sell this homeowner's house on the open market?
A year.
That is incorrect. Good guess. I like it. It's 6 months. They have 6 months, which is 180 days. They have 180 days. After the 180 days, let's say an agent fails to sell that house. What happens at the end of 180 days?
They get an, I don't know. They
Get fired.
um,
Okay. Agents get fired. This agent is no longer representing this homeowner. And this house that was on the market for 6 straight months is no longer on the market. It becomes what we call an expired listing.
expired.
We could go into all sorts of things like canceled listings. Okay.
What's the difference?
There's not really the biggest difference ever, really, for like brand new people. The difference is at some point before this 180 days, either the agent says this seller is crazy and I don't want to work for them, so they canceled the listing, or the seller says this agent is incompetent and they fire them. Okay. Makes sense?
Yep.
Huntley Gallimore says they don't just re-up. The percentage of people that actually re-up with the same agent is like minuscule. It's like less than 5%. It is almost nothing. If you can't sell a house in 6 months, if you
You're in the
can't
wrong
sell a house in
business.
6 months, why would I rehire you?
Nope. You're in the wrong business, I would say. I would think.
Right. Now, what are the reasons why? What are the main reasons why a house will not sell on a market in 6 months?
The interest rate.
Interest rates in the market. Yeah, that could definitely be it. So let's say I have a homeowner. They have a house. Agent is representing them. They put the house on the MLS. The reasons why that house is not going to sell is number one, it is overpriced. Okay, that's number one. Now we know in creative finance, which we're not going to go deep into creative finance today, but we're just doing basic new stuff today. We know that if I use creative finance, I can take over houses that even though they are overpriced. Okay. So I'm okay with buying a house overpriced as long as I'm getting really good terms. Okay. So we can talk about that a little bit today, kind of at the end. Sometimes the house is in bad condition. All right. Sometimes the seller wants too much money. I have a homeowner that lives across the street from me right now. Okay. I have a homeowner that lives across the street from me that the seller is a pain in the neck for their agent. Okay. What happens is, let's say that this agent keeps getting people wanting to look at the house, but what happens if the seller's never available and doesn't let people come into the home?
I don't know. One that took him 6 months to sell it.
Right. My
You gotta
across
show-
the street neighbor, you can look him up. If you guys want to look up my across the street neighbor, you guys want to look at my across the street neighbor's house. He's relisted the house with 5 different real estate agents. You think there's maybe something other than the real estate agent that's keeping the house from selling? Now, I want you guys to understand something about agents, okay? I love agents. I love working with real estate agents. So this is going to sound critical, and agents get really sensitive when they're agents, but this is really just to express a point, okay? Okay. Real estate agents actually know very little about real estate, Alexis. Believe it or
Wow.
not. Believe it or not. Okay. How many
No, how do you
agents in
come-
here actually agree with me? If you say, I'm an agent and I approve of this message. Okay. Not a lot of agents know a lot about real estate. Why is this? let me give you, there you go. A lot of agents are like, I approve, I approve, I approve, I approve, I approve. Okay, cool. Now you learn on the job. You learn on the job. You don't learn in school. But what happens a lot of times, Alexis, is that real estate agents, ooh, this is a good one. For a guy who doesn't have any hair, you buzz your hair. So you're trying to save money on cutting your own hair. Let's talk about barbers. How many hours does a barber have to go to school to get a license just to buzz your hair?
Hours? 1,000?
1,200 hours. Okay, it's 1,200 hours. How many hours does a licensed real estate agent have to have in order to sell a family's largest financial asset? How many hours?
20,000.
You would assume it would be 20,000 based on the intensity of what they should know. But the reality is the national average for an agent to sell a house is less than 100 hours to get a license to sell a family's largest asset. So Gary Shevitz says 135 in California. Perfect. So I have to go to school for 1,200 hours and actually practice on dummies' heads and then also practice on homeless people's heads before they'll give me a license. And I have to do that for 1,200 hours just to cut hair. But in real estate, all I have to do is 135 hours. Does that make any sense to you guys? Yes or no? Does that make any sense to you why somebody would be able to get it's mind blowing.
So should I get a license? It sounds easy.
Let me ask you a better question. Why do you need a license?
To drive.
No, I'm a real estate license, my friend. We're talking about real estate licenses.
To sell properties and buy houses, I guess.
Okay, so to have a job.
Yes, work.
Do you want to have a job?
No.
Okay. I'm not here to teach you how to be a real estate agent.
Good.
I am not interested in being a real estate agent. Now, the one thing that being an agent provides to you is having access to the MLS.
Mhm.
Okay, which is helpful. I think that that's valuable, but outside of that, all you're doing is working for somebody else. It's a job that you got to grind out. You only get paid when you actually sell a house. Okay. All right. So those are all the reasons why houses are not selling on the market. So let's ask another question. How many expired listings do you think are popping up in my city every single morning? Every morning, like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, how many listings every day do agents get fired? Now think about this. These are agents that have tried to sell a house, not for a week, not for 2 months, not for 4 months, but for 6 months. They have tried to sell a house and they failed to do so. Therefore, the seller fired them and they have now become expired listings. How many of them per day?
You asking me?
Alexis, I only brought you up here so that I could not ask you questions.
Oh, okay. No, you're kidding me.
That's called sarcasm, my friend.
Yeah.
Of course I'm asking you. This is why I brought you up here, so I could use you as my
I don't
sounding
know
board.
where you live, so I wouldn't know, but I would assume a lot because in my area, I was looking at like Zillow, and there is a whole bunch of like pre-foreclosures and foreclosure homes.
Okay. Here's the answer to the question. I live in Maricopa County, Arizona, the best county in the whole entire United States. Okay. That's in Phoenix, Arizona. 40 a day, guys, 40 a day get fired. 40 real estate agents a day get fired. So now, haven't you guys been hearing in the news that we have an inventory problem? We have an inventory problem. We have an inventory problem. We have an inventory problem. How many times have you guys heard that BS?
There's not enough houses, they say.
There's not enough houses to supply people with housing, yet there's 40 real estate agents that get fired every day in my city, not the rest of the country. 40 agents get fired every day for not being able to sell a home for 6 months. Tell me that we have an inventory problem.
Doesn't seem like it to me. We had a lot of immigrants coming in now too.
We do not have an inventory problem when 40 agents are getting fired every day. We have a creative finance intelligence problem, because how many creative finance deals should I be picking up out of those 40 expired listings every single day?
2, 3, at least.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Now, how many expired listings? If just my county in the United States, how many expired listings do you think are popping up every single day across the country?
160. 1,600. I mean.
Bro, we're talking over 10,000 real estate agents get fired every day across the country, over 10,000. Okay. So what's the biggest issue right now? The biggest issue right now is that buyers are being quoted 7 and 8% interest rates. Okay. Interest rates are 7% and over right now. So conventional buyers are basically priced out of the market, and these sellers have to get out of these houses for whatever reason. And agents that don't understand creative finance are being pushed to the side. Okay. People that understand subject to and seller finance are gobbling up expired listings left and right. So we don't have an inventory problem. We have an education problem where agents do not understand creative finance. Do we all agree with this? Give me a yes. Give me a yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Any of my haters in here that want to fight with me about this, there's always 1 or 2 haters that are like, this is, somebody said, this is the misinformation challenge. I'd love to chat with you. I'd love to chat with you. Alexis from San Francisco would love to chat with you as well. Okay. So I'm happy to have a conversation about it, but I would love for you to show me the stats that I'm wrong. Agents do not understand creative finance. And so they are losing. And what's happening is they are missing out on giving their sellers the right opportunities. And so that's what we're going to be doing in the Elephant Challenge, is showing you guys how to reach out to expired listings. Now, why is an expired listing so valuable for us as real estate investors? Let's talk about this in the side chat. Okay. Low-hanging fruit, opportunities, because you know, there you go. There's a good one right there. James says, because you know they want to sell. They've tried to sell the property for how many months? Half of a year. So they've been told, not by you, but they've been told by real estate agents, the real estate market, that their house is not worth what they thought it was worth. Do we all agree with that? Somebody else before you for 6 months straight told them straight up their house is not worth what they thought it was worth. That's motivation, my friends. That's massive motivation. And here's the other thing. Do you think a seller who's tried to sell their home on the conventional market with a real estate agent, after 6 months, do you feel like they are hyper motivated to work with another real estate agent? No. No, 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 no. Now, what I want to teach you guys today is I want to teach you who's my real estate agents. Give me a who's an agent in here where your broker told you that you should reach out to. Oh, Colleen. I love Colleen. Let me chat with Colleen. She's actually a broker. What's great about Colleen is she used to think I was a scam artist. Colleen, how you doing?
Good. How are you, friend?
Hi, friend. Hey, I tried to promote you to panelist, so take a second, push on that so we can see you. Always love seeing your blue eyes. She is a broker, everybody. When she first met me, 2 years ago? Let's see, let me unmute her. Colleen, when you first met me, you thought I was a scam artist, right? You muted yourself again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh my gosh, when I met you, I did think it was illegal and I thought you were a big scammer.
What do you think now?
I think you're the best thing I've ever met and I'm so grateful for you. Mm-hmm.
What's funny about you is you and I are partners on a 160 unit multifamily deal. You went from thinking I was a scam artist to now you're a partner with me on a 160 unit seller finance deal.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
Pretty cool. And what's fun is that you, inside of our community, you host Christmas parties for people. You're like the mom that everybody wishes they had. You love on so many people. You've got a lot of experience. And I think you just closed on a sub-2 deal just recently, right?
Yeah, and I'm house hacking that. And our first tenant is moving in today.
No way.
Yeah. Isn't that
What
crazy?
city is this in? Austin, I think?
Yeah, Austin, Texas. Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get that listing? Was that an expired listing or was it on market?
You know, it was an expired listing and I met the neighbor. The guy lives 2 doors down from my daughter. And so I met them. Remember, I tried to buy the house 2 doors down on the other side of my daughter and it didn't work out because I tried to buy it traditionally. And then 5 days before close of escrow, the lender pulled funding on us. And the neighbor said they had a house for sale down the street and they were open to creative finance when I talked to them about it. So it worked out.
I love it. Colleen, we freaking adore you. I love that we've been able to become friends and partners on deals. Super proud of you. That sub-2 deal is super cool. And you got it as an expired listing. Now, that's not why I brought you up here. I just knew you were a broker. So I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. As you guys can see, she wasn't prepared. She's holding her phone going, oh my gosh, Pace, you didn't warn me.
I know. I have company coming from Arizona, actually, a single mom and her friend and her kids for spring break. And they're coming to my house. So I was making beds in my house. So yeah, isn't that awesome?
I love, guys, give her some love in the side chat. Let her know. Thank you for coming in here. She's one of our community members in sub 2. She loves on a lot of people. She's had Christmas parties right there in that exact house with community members and packed it with like 200-300 people from SoCal. She's amazing. Colleen, as a broker or as a new agent, brokers give their agents a lot of advice to go out and call expired listings. Is that correct?
Yeah, you know, I used to call expireds when I was a new agent 20 years ago, but it was just to try and get them to list their house with me, which is insane.
Yeah, if you think about it, what you're doing as an agent is you're calling an expired listing who just fired an agent. And you're saying, hey, I know you just fired an agent after 6 months of them not doing their job. I'm a brand new agent and I think I can do a better job than that agent. Will you please hire me?
Is that the most insane advice you've ever heard?
Yes.
Oh.
It's crazy.
In fact, I was thinking after I saw you in Arizona 2 weeks ago, I lost a deal a long time ago. I worked for 2 years to try and list a hoarder's house that an attorney referred to me. And then because I didn't understand creative finance or hard money lending or any of this stuff, I didn't get the listing because the owner of the hoarder's house sold and listed his house with an agent that knew about creative finance. Isn't that interesting?
That is so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Colleen?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I needed from you today. This was unplanned and it couldn't have been any better. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I hope people listening, I just have to say, you guys take action, get involved in this community. It will change your life. I'm 56 years old and I'm finally an investor in real estate. As an investor, I don't have a job anymore.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you, friend. I sure love you and your family.
Thank
so
you. Thank
much.
you. We love Colleen and her husband. They're amazing people. Great additions to our community. Good leaders down there in SoCal. So what did we learn from her? We learned from her, one, you're always going to get people that think I'm a scammer. The more I'm out there, the more I'm talking, the more value I provide, you're always going to get people go, what is his angle? She thought I was a scammer for like 6 months. Now we're partners. She's a broker for like 25 years. She's a broker. She just got her first sub-2 deal. How? How did she get her first sub-2 deal? Her first rental, by the way. Let me tell you what she just told you. She said she tried to get her first rental with conventional financing and the broker pulled a fast one on her. Do you guys see why I don't like conventional financing and the BRRRR strategy? Do you guys see why I do not like it? Is that this is rampant. Okay. What does she do? She's like, screw this. I'll just go buy this house sub-2. She buys it on an expired listing. What's the other thing that we just learned? Your competition on expired listings is who? Who are the expired listing competition that you are going to be competing against? Agents. You are going to be competing against agents who are brand new in the business, that do not know anything about creative finance and are also not buyers. The agents are not buyers. Listen to her. She was an agent for 20 plus years, guys. She just became a home a real estate investor just because she joined our community and learned creative finance. That was the thing that got her to be a real estate investor, not being a licensed agent. Okay. Now, do I believe being a licensed agent is highly valuable? Absolutely. But is being a licensed agent the pathway to becoming a real estate investor? What are your thoughts? No, it is not. So if you're in there saying, should I get my license so I should become an agent and my broker is going to teach me how to be a real estate investor, that is not the pathway to success. Now, if you are going to get your license, you should get your license so you can go and call expired listings and get access to the MLS. Now, what we're going to be doing, listen to me. The way that you get access, write this down. This is going to be something that multiple people will ask questions about. How can I get the highest quality data, right? Names of sellers, phone numbers of sellers, all the stuff, okay? How can I get the highest quality data on expired listings? Expired listings. How can I get expired listings? It's the MLS, guys. The real estate agents have the highest quality data. Now, listen to me. How many of you guys in the side chat are in the sub 2 community and real estate agents? How many of you are in the sub 2 community and are you real estate agents? Tanisha Spencer. Okay, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Do we see all those people in there? Those are the people that will end up being the team leads for the expired listing challenge. Those are the people that will be the team leads for the expired listing challenge. You have access to the MLS. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how do we get the leads and how do we get the phone numbers, okay? Carly, do we have Vulcan 7 here with us yet? Can we bring them up here? She's like, oh my gosh. I wasn't ready. She thought I'd probably go on for like 2 more hours. Ooh, we got Trevor and Matt. Holy moly, we got the crew here. What up, Trevor? How you doing?
Good, man. It's good to see you. How you doing?
Good to see you too. Guys, we've got Trevor and Matt here from Vulcan 7. Vulcan 7 is the #1 way to get expired listings and really great quality data. Kristen says, how long is this meeting? We're going to go another 2 hours on here tonight, but Vulcan 7 will not be with us that full time. If you guys are the people, like I said at the very beginning, if you are the people that are like, I want to get Vulcan 7, the website to get Vulcan 7 is getvulcan7.com. I believe Carly just set that up today. Getvulcan7.com. Okay. Will this recording be sent out? Yes, it will. Trevor, Matt, Vulcan 7. What the heck does Vulcan 7 do? And can you guys give us a little like crash course on it, like a little demo?
Absolutely. Yeah. So Vulcan 7 is a full CRM dialing system. We provide expired data. The main theme here, we provide FSBO leads for rent by owners. And we have a neighborhood search tool that allows you to be able to search for contact information for properties, for non-listed ones.
Okay, so you've got FRBOs, which are for rent by owners, FSBOs for sell by owner, and then you also have expired listings.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah.
You've also got a CRM. So the people that do not know what CRMs are, okay, a CRM is a customer relationship manager, which means if I make a call to a customer or a prospect, a seller, I want to make sure I'm leaving notes so that when I follow up with them tomorrow, I can see the notes that I left yesterday. So a CRM, not always needed. Sometimes when you're very starting out, door knocking, foreclosures or something, the notepad is the best CRM you'll ever have. But when you get a little bit more, a couple $100 a month, what is the cost of Vulcan 7 per month?
So for if you're getting expireds, and you have to be a licensed agent to get the expired data, but if you're not, you still have package options that would still be very beneficial. For expireds, the CRM, the 2 dialers, and the FSBOs, FRBOs, and neighborhood search, it's a package of $359 on a month-to-month pricing, with contracts that can range from 6 months up to 2 years.
Okay, $359 is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay. Alexis Cruz says $59. No, it is $359 a month. Okay. Now, does that include the phone numbers?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
For all the data that we're pushing into your account is providing phone numbers and possible emails.
Okay. Love that. Now, a couple of things I want to address because we do have 1,400 people on the live right now. A lot of people are like, wait, I'm not a licensed real estate agent. Guys, every time we do a challenge, we always pair people up on teams. So for example, one of our community leaders, Andrew McGuire, he has a Vulcan 7 account and he has 3 or 4 people always on his team in the sub 2 community. Okay. They're helping make calls. They're doing follow-up. They're doing lead management. That is what we are going to be doing, is helping you guys pair up on teams. If you are not a licensed agent, do you need to worry about getting access to data if I put you on a team? Give me a yes or a no. Okay. For the people that end up getting Vulcan 7 and actually putting a team together, we will be putting non-agents on your team to help you out with a lead follow-up, setting appointments, etc. That is what the challenge is all about. Have I made myself clear, or do I need to say it 18 more times? So Joyce says, I need to say it 19 more times. Okay, I'm clear. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back, because once I start getting into more questions with Trevor and Matt and we start doing a demo, somebody's going to come in here and go, so you're telling me I have to be an agent to get the expired listings? No. If you are an expired list, if you are a real estate agent, I would get Vulcan 7 and we will help you assemble a team. The people that will go on your team are non-licensed people inside of the Elephant Challenge. Are we clear? We will put teams together tomorrow. Are we clear? Give me the word clear in the side chat. Trevor and Matt, when I do a newbie challenge like this, where I've got like brand new people that don't even know what like title and escrow are, I have to make sure that I have them type the word clear or yes, or I agree every time I close the chapter of a book so we can move on. So thank you for your patience. We have to make sure everybody's clear before we move to the next thing. Okay, cool.
I love it.
So tomorrow we will be putting people on teams. Well, how do you determine who's going to be a team leader? Do you have Vulcan 7? That's the main question. So getvulcan7.com is the web page, or I think you guys have a main web page. What's the main web page? And they can just tell you guys that Pace sent them.
Vulcan7.com.
Vulcan7.com. And if is there like a code for Pace or anything like that, or they just need to tell you?
We have a link for you. Yeah, we have a little landing page that I'll just post right here. It's got a bit of a URL on it, so I'll post it. So www.vulcan7.com/PaceMorby/.
Okay, I love it. So guys, you can go to Get Vulcan 7, or you can go to Vulcan7.com. Make sure you let them know the Pace Morby team sent them. Now,
yeah, that works.
What the heck, Trevor and Matt, does Vulcan 7 do that the MLS does not do? Like, why would I pay you $359? I'm over here in my mom's basement cutting coupons to make sure that I have enough money for my lunch tomorrow. Why would I spend $359 on getting Vulcan 7?
So the MLS provides you with the properties that are being listed in the MLS, but they don't have any contact information and a way to be able to contact them. That's where we come in. We're providing the best, highest rated contact phone numbers and emails available out there, and a dialing system that you're able to reach out and contact these homeowners.
You guys include the dialing system?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, guys, listen to this. This is crazy. Okay. If I, as a wholesaler, I don't know if you guys have priced this out, maybe, but if I'm as a wholesaler, a real estate investor, right? If I go to get a different dialer, I won't say the name of any because I'll confuse people, but there's dialers that I've spent money on that are $300 just for the dialer per month. Okay. Then if I want to skip trace the data, people that don't know what skip trace the data means just because you gave me a homeowner's name and their address doesn't mean I have their correct phone number. Does that make sense, everybody? Give me a yes. I need the correct information. I could be a weirdo and just go to like truepeoplesearch.com all day long and hope that the data is going to be good. I'd say 65% of the time it's decent enough that whatever. But then I'm hand dialing and I'm showing myself I do not value my own time. The skip tracing alone for this has got to be $300 a month if I go to a different skip tracing company. So I've got a dialer that's worth $300. I've got skip tracing that's probably another $300 to $1,000 a month, depending on what market I'm in and how often I use it. Then I've got a CRM, a customer relationship manager. You guys, that's like some CRM companies are like $159 to $500 a month, depending on. So you guys are bundling all of that together for $359.
Correct. With contract options to make it cheaper for you. Exactly.
Look, Nina Hickman says, I've spent $600 in 2 weeks of skip tracing alone outside of Vulcan 7.
Cancel and switch over, man.
Okay, Michael Evans says, why is it asking me for my brokerage? Because we've already said this, I think 4 times. You need to be a licensed real estate agent in order for you to get Vulcan 7. Well, Pace, I'm not a licensed real estate agent. Well, tomorrow, if you are not a real estate agent, we are going to put you on a team. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay. Do you see why I have to say things so many times? There's always one person that sneaks in 14 seconds after I say the thing that I have to say it so many times. Also, the number one reason why people fail in anything is they do not pay attention. They show up late. Okay. Are there tryouts? Yes. You have to do 17 cartwheels. Okay. 17 cartwheels. If you can only do 16, we're not putting you on a team. Okay. Matt, can you do cartwheels?
I can. I love cartwheels.
Could you do 17 though?
I could do 20.
Okay.
Wait,
that's
in a
good.
row?
You probably get dizzy, dude. You might even throw
Yeah,
up.
that's true. I can I interject real quick? Somebody asked
Yes.
a really great question. They asked, is there a limit on the amount of data that they're going to get? That's a great question. So as Pace was talking about earlier, there's expired listings, all the people that are being fired in all of these MLSs across the nation. If there's 30 in a day and there's 30 in your area in that day, you get all 30. As long as we find a phone number for it, or there are times where the agent might be connected to the property. We're not going to find contact information because it's the agent, or maybe they have some connection to it because they're a relative. But yeah, as long as there's 30 in your MLS that expire, you get 30 with phone numbers.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So guys, here's what we're going to be doing. Pay attention to me. We're going to do a little demo. They're going to open it up, show us what it looks like, all that kind of stuff. Any market that I can tell you to do a demo on?
So we have a test account that shows like results of leads that we can work with. They can show you kind of like what you'd be looking at as someone who's logged in. So I've created some searches for us. You can get an idea of what like the expired would look like when you're looking at expired leads, things like that. So
okay, love it.
cool.
Dan Young says the difference between Privy and Vulcan 7. Privy is a great software. We use it. We also use it on top of Vulcan 7. Privy is a great software, essentially, that if you are not a licensed agent, Privy is in a lot of ways better than the MLS in terms of searching for deals. Privy has better filters. It's geared towards a real estate investor and it's easier to use. And I don't need to be a licensed real estate agent to have Privy. Okay. Now, Vulcan 7, a dialer. What is a dialer, my friends? Let's have a conversation about what is a dialer. For those of you that do not know what a dialer is, there is a point in your journey. Do we all agree that the more I do this, look at me, everybody look at me, the more I do this in my life, the more money I make? Do we all agree with this? If I'm making more phone calls and I am doing more conversations, I make more money. What happens when you're brand new? People, because they're uneducated, they single dial with their thumbs. Okay? Their phone is not a CRM. And so what they're doing is they're trying to take notes and they're saving sellers' names as some weird seller name in their phone. Can you kind of paint the picture, everybody, what the heck is going on? So what happens is one day you wake up and you go, wait, this is crazy. Why don't I have a CRM that I can put a headset on? I can tell it to dial. It will automatically dial the next person in line. And sometimes the dialer will actually call 2 or 3 lines simultaneously. And when one of them answers, it will drop the other 2 and focus on the one that will answer. What's then cool is as you're on that phone call, You are typing notes into an actual computer rather than being on your phone like a knucklehead being on the speakerphone trying to type notes. Does that make sense? Does a dialer at some point help you have more conversations, my friends? Give me a yes if you understand that. Okay, that is what a dialer is. So there are multiple dialers in this industry. When I first jumped into the industry, I used something called Mojo Dialer. That thing cost me like $400 a month. Vulcan 7's $359, and it includes a dialer, a CRM, skip tracing with the seller's information, and the leads that pop up every single day. If I'm in Maricopa County, Trevor and Matt, that's where I live, Phoenix, Arizona, at what time do the listings, the expired listings pop up into my CRM, the new listings?
Before you're able to call them at 8 a.m. So at the latest, about a half hour before, sometimes they're a couple hours before.
Amazing. So I get new leads every day because you guys can pull the leads that are fresh that day. You're not giving me leads a week old, right?
No, they're good. If a lead expires right now, you're going to receive it the following morning.
Wow. Is there a better quality lead on the planet than an expired listing that just fired their agent today?
Those people want to sell.
Those people
Sell now.
want to freaking sell. I don't think there's a better lead. And if you understand creative finance, I don't know. I mean, I know that you can get, you can relist. I understand that. I get that. But the reality is everybody that's calling these expired listings are real estate agents that are trying to get another listing right after the seller just fired the agent for not selling the listing. Right? That's like going to a woman who just divorced their husband and going right up to her and saying, "Hey, will you marry me?" She's like, "Are you kidding me? I just broke up with an idiot. I don't want to get married. I want a breather. Please leave me alone. I'm frustrated." Okay. So Stella Perry, she says, how many leads per day for the $359 a month? So Stella, let me ask you a question. Do you think that Trevor knows? Ooh, Mayever Gayen says, "I'm so lost." This is how we know when people show up late. Check this out. Let's do this. You guys want to have some fun? I always love when people show up and they're like so lost, and I pull them up on stage and I go, "Tell me where you're lost." And they're like, "It's because I showed up an hour late." Mayever Garam, what, I don't know how to say your name. Can you, Mayever, please tell us where you're lost.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. A lot of times they can't, the people that are like, show up and they're like, "I'm lost," they don't know how to unmute their phone. So I like to tease them just a little bit. Makes it a little bit more fun. Okay. Well, you're not going to answer. It's them darn Androids. You know what? Who has a question in the side chat that we can pull you up on here and we can actually chat with Trevor and Matt? Okay. Alvaro Guevara. Okay. You better not be on like some horrible situation where you can't unclick your own phone. Alvaro, please do not ask a question unrelated to Vulcan 7 and expired listings, please. Alvaro, you are unmuted. Tell us what you got.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey guys, thank you for bringing me over.
Of course. What do you got?
So, two questions. I'll say the first one. When you say we get the expired listings from an area, do we choose the area? How big is the area? Is that by state? Is that by zip code? Is by county? How does that part work? And the API that you guys might have on Vulcan 7, can we connect Zapier or Aweaver to bring that to a funnel? How does those things work on your end?
Good question. So for expired leads, you get the data from the MLS that you're licensed in. And you can specify which areas within that MLS, depending on zip codes or cities you want data from. If you're like, "I only work in this market," but you get all the leads that you as long as you give us a list of cities or zip codes you want us to push data from in your MLS, we'll push all of them for you for the same premium.
Limit on how many areas?
That's technically no, just as long as you're licensed in that MLS, we'll push the leads for you. So if you get like Matt was saying earlier, if there's 30 available leads, new expireds this morning, You're going to get all 30. If there's 100, you're going to get all 100.
And what about the API services or Zapier or eWeaver connection to the system?
That's a great question. It's a very detailed question. So Zapier, we do not have a direct connection with that. You can export your leads. So if you ever need to export them, you could do that. I think it's funny that Pace brings up Mojo because we actually have an integration with Mojo Dialer, funnily enough. But we do not have many integrations because of the MLS agreements.
Plus,
How do we get those? I'm sorry to interrupt you. I apologize. How do we get those? Can we download in like a CVS file?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Spreadsheet.
Once the leads are pushed into your account, I mean, we have the dialing system ready for you to call right away, but you do have an export option where you can export into a CSV file, no problem.
That's so cool. Awesome. Pace, you're the best. Thank you so much, guys.
Great questions, man. Great questions. You actually were paying attention, which I appreciate so much. Super helpful when somebody pays attention. Guys, give it up for Alvaro. Like homeboy just let's freaking give it up for Alvaro, please. Let him feel the love, bro. Thank you so much. Pam White, what do you have for us? Pam White.
I have a question. I'm in Tennessee and I'm part of an appraiser office. I'm actually the IT person. And I am also in sub 2 and I pull expired listings straight from the MLS. The issue is if an agent turns around and relists it with a different MLS number, it will show up as expired because of my search criteria, but it's really an active property on a different MLS. So I'm dumping it into Excel and I'm taking out duplicate values and all that crap. How does your software handle that?
Yeah, so like this is like that's a really good question, especially like if you're like living in California or if you're in the California regional or in the Claw MLS and their areas overlap, and so the same property can be listed in both, and one MLS it can be listed as expired and the other one it could be relisted. The MLS that you saw that you're licensed in, we're going to push and update the data according to your MLS. So if you're in the California regional, we're going to update the listing status for the California regional for you every 24 hours. So if you see it as expired, that's how that California regional MLS is listing it. The Claw may have it relisted and they may have an issue with that, but we're updating according to what you're licensed in.
Okay, so you still might have the issue that I'm having where a property shows as expired, but they've turned around and listed it on another. The issue with the MLS is they're looking at the MLS status. So they're not looking at the status by address. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, of
We
course.
actually search by address. That's what we focus on. We don't pull by MLS number because it will change every time a new listing is made.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yep. That's a great question.
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you.
Pam, are you hanging out with Andrew McGuire on Thursday mornings inside of Sub 2?
I am not, but I will.
Please do that. Every Thursday, Andrew McGuire, one of our newer leaders in the community, runs an expired listing team every Thursday where he does live calls every Thursday morning.
Okay.
Get your butt in there, else I'm going to have to bark at you.
I shall. I do not want to be barked at by you, Pace.
Okay. And I don't know why you haven't invited me to come hang out with you in Tennessee.
Oh, you're invited. Open invitation.
What's the number one thing you would feed me if me, Trevor, and Matt flew out to Tennessee today? What would we be eating in Tennessee?
Oh, great question.
I don't really know how to cook. So,
well, you know, like if we go to Nashville, for example, everybody's going to be like, let's go to Hattie B's and get a spicy chicken sandwich. Where are you going to take your three boys right here, Pace, Matt, and Trevor? Where are you taking us to dinner?
I would take you to an Italian restaurant in Nashville.
Okay.
I love Italian.
An Italian spot?
Mm-hmm.
It better be deep fried Italian.
It's not. I'm sure they have some things which are.
Tell me it's not Olive Garden. Actually, I love Olive Garden.
No, it's gosh, I can't. Matiago's, I think
Perfect.
something in Nashville.
If you
It's like,
can't pronounce it, then that means it's going to be good.
I just can't remember. Yeah, it's really good, and it's downtown.
I love it. Maggiano's or something like that. I love
Oh,
it.
I'm booking
Yeah.
it with you. I'm booking it with you. That sounds like a date.
Thank you, Pam.
Okay.
Take your
Thank
3 boys on
you.
a date.
I shall. Y'all come on.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It would have been so good if she did say Little Caesars, or if she did say Olive Garden. She would have dropped the mic and been able to like just, I'm out. See
We
you.
would have still had a date if it was Little Caesars, but I don't know about Olive Garden. So
Really, bro?
yeah,
Free breadsticks?
$30 for just the breadsticks. I don't know if that's worth the price. You know?
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Guys, you know that Vulcan 7's a good value in this guy who doesn't even want to go to Vulcan or to Olive Garden for free breadsticks.
But he said yes to Little Caesars. I got a bone to pick with him on that.
Are they still $5 a pizza? That's the question.
There's 6. There's 6 to 7. That's still a good.
Those
That's still a
freaking
banger of a deal.
Pirates
It's
freaking
still a banger.
coming after our money. Oh, it's $7 now, they say.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vulcan 7, guys. You can go to vulcan7.com. You can use code PACE. You can go to getvulcan7.com. What are we going to do? Tomorrow, we're going to have Andrew McGuire, one of our great leaders in Sub 2. He's going to be he's going to help other Sub 2 leaders assemble teams around expired listings. And he's going to show you guys actually how to do this. You guys got to give Andrew McGuire a ton of love. He's got an amazing story. I can't wait to tell you tomorrow. I just to shortcut to the punchline. Him and I saw each other the other day in Shields just randomly. And he ran up and gave me a hug. And he's just like, thank you so much for changing my life. And I was like, bro, thank you so much for changing so many people's lives in our community. I'm so proud of him. I love him and his wife and their kids. It's just awesome to watch people making a bunch of money. His first month calling expired listings and doing creative finance, he made $61,000. This was October of last year, so just a couple of months ago. Made $61,000 in not commissions, but assignments. I bought a fourplex from him, Sub 2, for like 2.9% or something. He made 21 grand on it. Freaking phenomenal deal. It's already cash flowing. I got all 4 tenants in place. Okay. So Andrew will be here tomorrow doing some live calls. You guys ready for some live calls tomorrow with Andrew?
He's an absolute rock star. Like,
Love it.
Man.
So what's so cool about our community is that we are a collective group of just a bunch of badasses helping other people become future badasses. So what am I missing? We just need to pull it up. Show me what Vulcan 7. Show me yours and I'll show you mine. Let's do it.
All right, give me one. Let's see.
You guys ever done a professional real estate webinar with people that are saying stuff like this?
This is the most professional and classy webinar we've ever been on. Hands
Oh,
down.
dope. Okay, cool.
I need access to be able to share my screen, Farley.
Oh, sweet. Let me give you a little co-hosting action for you.
Thank you.
Everybody's asking how my son is. My son is good. He's got RSV, sadly, but I think he'll be just fine. We went to the emergency room, hung out there till like, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning last night. He'll be fine. It's tough. I mean, shout out to all the mamas out there. All the mamas that are holding babies all night long and the mom's not getting sleep just so the baby can be held in a specific position to get the sleep going. You mamas are awesome.
Okay.
This is the software, huh?
This is it. So right when you log in, you're going to be directed here to the homepage, given updates on events, as well as training opportunities, getting started, understanding how the platform works. We host.
So you're telling me that if I sign up for Vulcan 7, I get additional training just on the software from you guys?
Oh yeah. Yeah. We have daily trainings for everything you need. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's sick. And who's doing these trainings? The cartwheel champion, Matt, or Trevor, the Little Caesars lover?
It's going to be one of Matt's boys, one of Matt's guys.
Okay.
Over on the support staff. Yep.
The somersaulters. There we go.
The somersaulters. Yes. Like what kind of training did you guys do today, for example, Matt?
Well, we actually have a couple of different training sessions, but the jump start, it's for all people that are new, just like welcome to Vulcan. Here's how you do stuff. It's going to be the same every day, actually, other than the questions that are asked. We also do a Q&A hour, a Zoom call Q&A where we just share our screen and you can ask whatever questions you want.
I love it. That's great.
Now, when you log in, you're going to be first thing you're going to do is go to your contacts page. This is where we're going to push all of your leads. And for expireds, for all those expired leads, they're going to be pushed into a folder with the newest leads on top every morning, fresh, ready to call. And you can just check mark all the contacts and select begin dial session and get ready, and you're ready to rock and roll. Now, I don't know if we clarified it, but you get 2 single line dialers. So you, as well as like a team member, an ISA, or one of your partners, can both make calls at the same time.
What is an ISA for the newbies out there?
An ISA is like if for agents, like someone who it's your personal dialer person who's hired to make calls and set up appointments for the agent.
It's kind of
So
like
they're
an
not
assistant in the agent world. Inside sales
Inside
agent is what we
sales
call
agent.
them.
Yep.
Exactly. So so you and someone else can make calls at the same time, and that's already a part of your package. That's not an added cost. Now let's say if you wanted to, let me pull up some.
By the way, guys, as he's pulling this up, he just answered a question to you. Remember what we talked about is paying attention. He said the answer to the question of how many people can be logged in at one time into one account. What was the answer? 2 people. Okay. 2 people. Now, what's cool about assembling teams, let me teach you guys about how we're going to assemble teams. Just for, I'm going to unshare your screen for just a second, if you don't mind.
Please.
What I want to do is I want to just point something out on my screen. So check this out, guys. On my screen, let's say that we've got tomorrow, we're going to have Andrew McGuire plus probably about 15 to 30 other sub 2 community members that are also agents. They are leaders. They understand creative finance. That's the main thing here. Expired listings. When you mix expired listings with sub 2, you got rocket fuel, guys. You got rocket fuel. So tomorrow, Andrew McGuire is going to assemble some of the other power players inside of our community. And what they'll do is they'll have Vulcan 7. Everybody will have Vulcan 7. If you guys have Vulcan 7 too, you guys can reach out to Andrew, or you can get on Teams tomorrow. And Andrew will have, you'll say, well, Andrew can only have 1 team member because that's all he can have. There's only 2 lines. Interesting. I would say no. Why? Because Andrew right here could say, I'm going to bring, let's say 4 people on my team. Well, Pace, how is that possible? Only 2 people can be making calls at any given time. Well, what happens if you set it up in a way where this person is 8 to 10, this person is 10 to noon, right? Depending on their job schedule. This person is 3 to 5, and this person is 5 to 7. Could you not do something like that, guys?
You could definitely do something like that. Absolutely.
Okay.
Mhm.
So everybody, they're saying they're seeing me only. Hold on a second. Can you guys see my screen? Everybody can see my screen, correct? Give me a yes. There's always somebody that can't see something because they're on their Android phone and they haven't had the hamster crank the wheel enough for the phone to show the full screen. Guys, if you have your Android out, make sure you have the hamster run a little faster so your screen will pop up a little bit brighter so you can see my stuff, okay? So can we make sense that Andrew could actually have 5 people or more on his team, even though his dialer limits him to 2 people? Also, the other thing we could argue, I don't know, maybe Vulcan 7, you'll tell me, could I not have these 2 people on the dialer, or could I not do that?
Absolutely, yeah. As long as they're able to log in, you can have any 2 people each use their own dialer at the same time.
Okay. Everybody, has that answer been given to you regarding how we're going to build teams tomorrow? Do we need to hammer this more with more stick figures? Because I will draw more stick figures if you need me to. So this is Andrew. Andrew's going to be our key leader tomorrow. Okay, Andrew's going to be our key leader in the community. He's also going to assemble other sub 2 community leaders that will also be helping out. Why is this very important for us to have sub 2 community leaders? Now, there's going to be people in here that go, well, what about Gator? Well, guys, Gators fund the transactions. Well, what about top tier TCs? Well, they do the paperwork. Okay, so don't you guys want the sub 2 students to go out and find deals so the Gators can actually have something to fund? Don't you want to have sub 2 students finding deals so the TCs can have some paperwork to do? Okay, perfect. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go in. Andrew, will you do me a favor, brother? I think Andrew's in here actually. Andrew, will you do me a favor right now and go into the Facebook group, the Sub 2 Facebook group, and say, hey guys, if you want to be one of the team leads tomorrow during the Elephant Challenge, please reach out to me here. And let's get all the agents nationwide inside of Sub 2. Make sure everybody gets Vulcan 7 so we can all add people to those teams. Okay. If you could do that, that would be great. Dexter says, can we add additional users on top of the 2 dials?
Yes.
How much is it? People hate when you talk about money. The coupon cutters in here, the Dave Ramsey crowd, their minds melt and like all their brains start dripping out their ear holes anytime you talk about spending money. So let's be very careful. How much money is it to add 1 user?
If you need to add 1 user, it's $149 a month.
Oh my gosh.
And one extra cartwheel.
And 1 extra. There you go. There you go. I think it's incredibly cheap, especially, I mean, you look at Andrew McGuire. I can tell you, Andrew McGuire using Vulcan 7, his first month making $61,000 in assignment fees is like $149. I'll pay that all day long.
Yeah.
He basically paid for all his subscription fee. Ooh, you want to see how much he paid in all his subscription fees just in the first month? How many months did he afford for that? Hold on, this is too good. $61,000 divided by 359. He just paid for, in 1 month of work, he paid for 14 years of Vulcan 7.
Let's not forget to mention, if you sign a contract, you also get a % off. So that could be even more if he signs a contract.
What's the contract for? Like, I have to work for you at nighttime washing dishes or something at Vulcan 7?
Nope. You just say that you're going to stay with us long term. It's easy.
Okay, dope. I love it.
Yep.
I love that. That's really, really cool. Okay, this is too good. People and their jokes. Sometimes people have way better jokes than I do, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Okay, pull back that software up. I just wanted to make sure people understood how we were going to assemble teams tomorrow. Okay, pull that software back up. Show me some of this cool stuff.
Yeah. All right, cool. So now, for expired leads, when we're pulling information and data from the MLS into your account, that you'll be able to understand what properties you're going to be calling. And this is also going to be visible during the dial session. So you're going to see their name, you're going to see their address, you're also going to see the listing status information. So here you can be able to see with this property, you can see how they're expired, what the listing price is, as well as how many beds and baths and what kind of area it's located in. And this is all going to be available, like I said, on the dialer. So you don't need to individually research each individual one. You just want to just check mark the contacts and then select begin dial session and get ready to rock and roll. Now, FSBOs and FURBOs, we're pushing those every day as well. They're going to be in a different folder. So you can just, on the left-hand side, you can just see your FSBO folder. And this is a test account, so we don't really have any leads in there for you, but as well as you have for rent by owner information for all your for rent by owners. Now, if that's not enough leads for you and you've contacted all your expireds or any past data and you've checked all the boxes and you're like, there's still more properties I want to contact, or there's properties that aren't listed that I want to reach out to, you want to use our neighborhood search feature. So in the top left, you can click on our neighborhood search. And
is this like the dating part of Vulcan 7? Like we're looking for single people in the
this
neighborhood?
this is the Bumble of the real estate world.
I love it.
What it is. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
So the seller has to reach out to you first. Is that what it is? Is that how this one works?
Yeah, it's like this is like literal swipe left, swipe right on the doors. so you open right up. It's like, hey, looks like we matched. We're face to face.
Yes.
Really yeah. So what you can do, and we have a couple of some searches already. You can click on Start New Search. And it has like a Google Map interface, very user-friendly. And what you're able to do is you can search for contact information for non-listed properties or properties that aren't listed in the MLS, to clarify. And you can search a multiple of different ways. Now you can search by just getting out a circle of a neighborhood. You can search by doing like a trace. You can trace like a little box in a specific neighborhood if you like. Now, if there's a specific property that you want data for, you can search for an individual property. You can just type in the address, 123 Sesame Street. And you can locate information for an individual property. Or if you have like a CSV file, as we discussed earlier, you can upload a list of the properties that you want data for, and then certain else, we can scrub for the contact information for a list of specific addresses you have in your Excel spreadsheet. Now,
I love it.
Now on this search, you can create some really, really cool parameters. And some of these parameters, they just went live about 2 days ago. So they're very new and that we're really excited about them. We have a couple of AI tools that you can search for properties who are likely to list. Like they're going to be there. If you search for a list of 50 properties, the ones that are like we cross-check, like we kind of analyze through our AI bots, like they most likely like they're recently divorced. Maybe they've lived there for a certain amount of time, a couple of parameters, or they're high equity. Those are going to be listed on the top as most likely to list on your on your list of contacts. If they're pre-foreclosures, you can search for pre-foreclosures and notice the default for any investors who want to be able to outright buy. I know that's a big market for a lot in the sub-2 community. And we have a couple of these new fields that just went live, Matt, like 2 days ago? This is when these went live? Yeah. So free and clear. So properties that are believed that their homes are no longer under mortgage, they're fully paid out. High equity, meaning they're very close to having the home almost fully paid out from the mortgage, or empty nesters.
Could you guys at some point, if we have enough people that sign up with you and you make enough money with us, that you guys could add a feature called no equity so we can go after those for sub-2?
I will make a note of that.
We used to use a different software to go after that, and we basically just pull low interest rate mortgages that were purchased with VA loans and FHA loans in the last couple of years. So they put no money down to buy it, and so they have very little equity. And we call it the just no equity or low equity list. It would be look, I love the way the software is now. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, we're always looking to upgrade. That's my main focus for my job. My part of the job is we hear so much feedback from our customers, and we say, what can we do better? And we probably get about 15 to 20 suggestions a month. Some of them are really good. Some of them not so good, but some of them are really good. And we're always looking to upgrade. And
I have a really good, well, you have to be the judge of this. Hey guys, you guys have to be the judge of whether this is a good suggestion or not. Everybody in the side chat, you guys ready to give me a yes or a no on this? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Matt, do you ever do any of the Q&As for Vulcan 7?
I unfortunately don't get time to do that.
Dang it. Okay,
Yeah.
Well,
but I have a great guy named Andrew.
Okay.
We have an Andrew too, and he's our Q&A guy. He's great. Jared, he's another one. He's great.
I would